how big is your fam?
My family?
Yeah.
Mom, dad, sister.
Yeah.
And then, you know, cousins and crazy people.
I was going to say.
Crazy people that pretend they're
That
cousins.
come out of the woodworks, baby.
Hey, what's up, King-Batch? Yeah, I'm your cousin from North Dakota. Nice house.
I knew you
I'll
were
stay.
King Batch before you even got that name, man. You're like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
How's the fam with it? They from the get-go, is it one of those like we aren't surprised? You were a performer. You were a goofball.
They didn't know I was gonna do it. I don't think my parents didn't even want me to. They told me, "Hey, you can't make it. You're not Will Smith." So they said.
My mom said the same shit.
Yeah, you have to be like that. In my mind, I was like, "What?" But Will Smith had to do like what did his
Also, I'm
parents say?
8. Clearly, I don't have the physique he does, Mom.
Hey, it's Herbert. And you're listening to the About Last Night podcast, you slippery little son of a bitch.
About last night.
How often are you getting, like, just joking about taking that and like putting it out there? How often in the last, let's say, couple of years have people snap pictures of you and post them where you didn't know? Just like, I guess, social paparazzi.
Yeah.
How often does that happen where you're like, oh, I got tagged in 1,000 photos at the Grove.
Oh, yeah.
And people didn't even, like, they'd rather do that than come up to you and say.
Ask. Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
All the time. And I don't mind it because there is a thing starstruck. Like I understood it, and my shit is just super random. I was at the Burbank airport.
Yeah.
And I ran into Mario Lopez, and I froze,
Jealous.
bro. I froze.
Of course you did. It's Mario Lopez. If you would have just walked right by me like, what's up, MP? I would have been like, or ML. What? See, I even got nervous just trying to give him a fucking... Dude, what does he look like in person?
He's handsome.
Yeah, dude. Everything's going right for that guy.
Yeah. No mistakes.
Wait, so did you say what up or did he say what up?
I did. I had to go up and I was like, yo, man, do you mind if I get a picture? And I was that person that...
Was that a fame test also? Were you kind of like, if Lopez knows who I am, then
no,
things
he didn't
are going...
No, it was way back. It was like 2016. He didn't know who I was.
Oh, shit.
But then, but yeah, so...
He was nice.
Yeah, he was really nice. He took it.
And that's got to be... I mean, just the way I see people at the factory like approach you. That's we'll edit that out. If people come up to you and they're coming to shows just to see you because they've seen you on the tube and the internet,
Right.
which is crazy.
Yeah.
When did that kind of take a turn? Where you started to recognize, oh, people are coming just to see me live because they've been watching me since what?
Yeah,
When do you think-
2013 I started.
Wow.
Yeah.
Started going, I'm going to start putting stuff up consistently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Take me back. You grew up in Toronto.
So born in Toronto, raised in Florida,
Gotcha.
Palm Beach, moved out to LA 11 years ago now.
Wow.
And just been on the
But
on
you went
the
to school
grind.
in between that.
Yeah, Florida State University.
Which is crazy. I didn't even know that. It's so funny how quickly we can just assume and go like, you look at somebody that's nice, charming, got it all going, funny, and you go, yeah, of course, he probably came here. Somebody saw that guy at a coffee bean and was like, you got to be in this Jack in the Box commercial now. And you were like, I got it. How about Ruffles? Yeah, that too. You know what I'm saying? But like,
Yeah.
I didn't even know you went to college for what, theater?
No, finance.
Whoa.
Yeah, I did finance, and then I did a. We'll edit that out. And then I did a.
Good callback.
And then I did a MFA at New York Film Academy.
Oh, dope.
Yeah, so and that was crazy. It was from 9 a.m. to like 7 p.m. 6 days a week.
Rigorous.
For 3 years.
You love it?
I hated it.
Yeah.
I dropped out.
Whoa.
Yeah. I had one semester left and I dropped out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because you were just like, I need to start doing.
The thing about film, a lot of directors and people who went to film school, they'll say the same thing. It's just repetitive. It's the same thing over and over. It's like you learn more just being out in the field doing it than
Yeah.
actually like studying.
1000%.
And you get anxious just like going to class and I want to do this. So yeah.
Were you making those short films and shit like that in New York?
A little bit
Yeah.
here and there. So I actually started at FSU, making like little skits. And this was like 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
Because of Donald Glover.
His sketch group?
Yeah, Derek Comedy.
Yeah, yeah.
You seen them?
I love it.
So that's why I started wanting to do skits.
Cool.
So once I saw that, I was, oh shit, let me try this. And I started doing little things, and they wouldn't go viral, but they would get like 1,500 views, you know? And I was
This is on YouTube.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
And like 1,500 people saw this.
It's crazy.
Bro, like, I didn't know, you know what I mean? So I'm thinking like I'm viral then. And then one time a video got picked up by World Star, and it got like 50,000 views.
Wow.
And then
What video was that?
It was what was it? Like something about Oprah. I was mad at Oprah. Oh, Oprah said
If you're starting beef with Oprah, by the way, someone's gonna pick it up.
I think Oprah was like, I don't remember, but yeah, I had some beef with Oprah.
Yeah.
And then and these videos weren't like back to back. They were like, did one here and then 6 months later, and then I remember I did one called the Shake Weight. I did a Shake Weight parody, and that one got like 300,000 views.
Wow.
And I'm like, I made it.
Wow.
Like, and literally like 4 or 5 months later, I saw that same parody that I did on South Park, and I'm like, yo, they stole my fucking skit.
way.
The same, because mine was, do you play videos on here or no?
Yeah.
Oh, let me move
We
this.
could, yeah. Well, we could pull one up.
So
maybe, right? Could we? Or we'll edit it in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll see it. Mine is the Shake Weight with a cooling system. So you do the Shake Weight, and it looks like, you know, someone's just coming on your face.
Hilarious.
So,
By the way, what if that was the beef that you had with Oprah because she also stole that idea before you even, like, you had thought of it and told a friend. Turns out that friend worked for Oprah, and then Oprah did it, you know? All right.
that slimy. So yeah, and then I saw that on South Park, and I was like, yo, it's a grimy game. And there was nothing I could do because, you know, there's South Park.
Yeah, you don't look good if you're attacking them and you're not established yet.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. And, I mean, you know, shit, SNL gets bombed for that a lot now. Because
They steal a lot too?
Oh, there's a lot of similar things, yeah, where, and you go, I can't attack them because, and even, I mean, unless you, I guess, are at a certain level to where, you know, but I don't know, that's just what they've done. I mean, shit, Ari can attest to that. Yeah, it's crazy. And you go, oh, I'm not gonna look good if I'm coming at them,
Right?
Because people, just like with South Park, they assume like that's the mecca of that type of genre of comedy. Why would they be taking from anybody else?
Right.
They have created.
And I had no following, so it's like, oh, we'll just take that. And
wow, dude.
yeah, and I didn't even see, because I didn't watch South Park, but people would tell me, it was like, yo, you're the same thing you did is actually playing on South Park. I'm like, well, it's crazy.
So you took it as fuck that, or more flattered, like
I'm
on the right track.
I think I was kind of neutral.
Yeah.
I there's nothing I could do. You know what I mean? And even to this day, like, if I shoot videos, I'll see people remake it all the time, and they don't credit me. I don't give a fuck.
Wow.
I mean, you know what I mean?
They don't got 20.9 million followers.
Yeah, they can't. And it is what it is. But people get mad. People get mad about, like, yo, man, such and such took my idea and they da-da-da-da. Rightfully so. It's their idea.
Oh, yeah.
But there's nothing you can do. You can't stop everyone. You'll just go on a path of hating. And
Yeah.
just, you know?
So once you got a little bit of buzz on YouTube, by the way, was it a big deal for you? I know it was for me to even go, all right, I'm going to start putting stuff up consistently and basically making yourself susceptible to feedback and people you don't know being like, that shit ain't funny. You should fucking kill yourself. You know, like whatever it is.
Yeah.
Like, was that even a thought, or were you just like, you know, it's time to start doing it?
No, so when you first start off, and you know, I didn't think I was gonna be famous online for doing it. I'm like, I'm just doing this for fun, right?
You wanted to act, you want to make movies.
Yeah. That's what I
That's
wanted.
driving all this.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
like hobby shit. Like, let me just, it's an outlet to be creative, right?
Exactly. So
Wow.
so I was just, you know, making it, and I didn't have any followers. So the people that were following me were like my friends or friends of a friend. So they're not gonna talk shit because I could find them and kill them.
Also, there's not a lot of people you find have friends that are consistently in comedy and putting up stuff. So I'm sure you're in more and more circles where people are like, yo, you got to meet our friend who makes videos, and they're
Yeah,
like, oh
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
and then they're like, I'll send you one. They really like this one, right? So it's like you're kind of the guy they're in for the business.
Exactly. And then if someone finds a video, like say someone saw the Shakeway video, they're more of like, oh, this is cool. Like, oh, I found him before he's blown up.
Totally.
So now it's just support, you know? And then the support starts to end after you get 1 million followers. Then it's like
Pressure?
Then the hate comes in. Then it's
Wow.
like, yo, you don't deserve 1 million followers, man.
Wow.
No, it actually starts it starts at like 25,000. Yeah, 25, 100,000. That's when the hate starts to come. It's like, who is this guy? He thinks he's better than, you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
So, yeah. And
Just
that's,
unsolicited hate for
just
no reason
coming
other
in.
than just to come at you.
yeah. And this is another reason why I don't, I'll help people out, but I won't like, yo, go follow such and such and such, just because a lot of people won't be able to handle it. You know what I mean? Like, say like I find a guy super, passionate, nice guy, ready for it, and I tell everyone, yo, go follow him. He gets 19 million followers.
Yeah.
He's gonna get 5 million people hating. It's not gonna be fun for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they won't be able to handle it. So you have to go through those stages of the support, then the support, and then one hater here. Then you watch your supporters get on that hater. Then 5 haters come in, and then you know how to deal with it mentally, because it'll be mentally draining if you just get all these haters out of nowhere. You know what I mean? So it's definitely something that you gradually have to go through.
Did you want to be? Who were the guys you got inspired by when you were a kid? Like, who made you want to do comedy?
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
And it's crazy listening to his special. I didn't even know that was stand up, because back in the day, all I had was Napster.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
So all I had was Napster, and I was just listening to the audio. So I was like, yo, this is funny. I thought it was like SNL or something like that. So I was just listening and I listened to it every day, just religiously.
Yeah.
Before I went to school, I would listen to it.
Delirious or Raw?
Delirious.
Yeah, me too.
And I didn't even know that was stand up until, this is gonna sound crazy, until I got to college and I saw the video of it for the first time.
Wow.
I didn't see the video of Delirious until freshman year of college.
Mind blown.
Mind blown.
Because that's a whole other element to that performance.
Yeah, I'm like, this is stand up. I had no.
Did you even know what stand up was at that point?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Dane Cook. Yeah, Dane Cook. Who else? Louis C.K. Jim Gaffigan. These are people I listened to as a kid. Did I listen to Martin Lawrence? Yep, Martin Lawrence. I remember some bits. So I had some clips from Martin Lawrence. Run Tell That.
Yeah.
I had some clips from it. I never saw the whole special
Yeah,
until I got to college. But when I got to college, that's when I started like researching stand up and fell in love with Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was one of the first ones I saw, Patrice live, where I was like, whoa. This is about maybe a year before I started it, and was just like, it was one of those things. I'm sure you had the same experience when you see someone the first time live that just blows your mind. I'm sure even seeing Delirious, where you're like inspired by it because you're like, that looks so fun and I want to do that, but then intimidated because you're like, you don't yet know that you're going to have your own path and your own voice.
Yeah.
So I would see, Patrice, Eddy, and just be like, fuck, is that what I have to do
Right.
to get to that level?
Yeah.
And so I was like, I don't know if I can walk around like Eddy like that and do all those voices, or be as still and stoic as Patrice.
It wasn't even that for me. It was looking around and seeing how many people he was performing in front of. Eddie.
Oh, that gave you stage fright.
Yeah. I was
Whoa.
like, how can you talk to that many people
Whoa.
and not be scared?
Yeah.
Because I'm an introvert.
Oh, really?
But it wasn't till I started doing stand up. My boy Sean G, he's the one that got me into it. Because there's a difference between being a funny guy and then being a funny guy who can do stand up.
Totally.
So I was the funny guy, and it was more like, yo, you should try stand up. So I started in Miami. Malik S, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
What was your sweet spot socially with a crowd? Like 5, 10 people to like be funny around,
I honestly can't even remember, because when you're first starting off, you got to take the gigs anywhere. I would perform at restaurants.
Oh, but I mean, like pre-stand up, like when people said like,
Oh yeah,
you're funny. Like, was that like social?
5-10 people, like in a group setting.
Totally.
You know, when we're roasting each other and doing stuff like that.
So enough of that to where people were like, all right, you're always the funniest when we hang out.
Yeah. And it wasn't even me being like the funniest. It was just me being weird and different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just trying to and it's the same with videos. Like you'll notice this when you're doing stand-up. It's like, a certain joke will work for a certain audience.
Right.
And then you have jokes that'll work for every audience, like any room, right? So it's in videos, it's the same way. It's like when I first started with the when I had 100 followers and I would make a video, I can make whatever video, edgy as I want, whatever. And then the more popular I got, the more I had to like widen the view of the comedy. I had to start doing relationship bits. I had to start doing this bit, that bit. But when I first started, when I first started off, I was just doing whatever. Like it would just be, my goal was to like, if I show it to my friends and they laugh, then I won.
Cool.
But now it's like when you have, millions of followers, you got these people watching you, you gotta be careful because comedy offends everyone, right? Yeah. But you want to offend the least amount of people as possible when you're doing the videos.
Right. Because you got probably fans now that just span the gamut, right? Like as far as young and old, and you're trying to appeal to all of them, right?
Yeah.
Which is the move, as many as you can.
Yeah. But for me, I don't really care about. I never watered it down as far as age group.
Right.
So I'd curse and do whatever, and I'd have 10-year-olds go, "Oh my God, I love your videos," and I'd be like, "Your parents ain't doing their job."
Wow.
And it was like, even for me, my parents wouldn't let me listen to Chris Rock growing up because of how
too edgy, huh?
It was too edgy, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was a one comedian they said I'm absolutely not allowed to listen to.
So
Chris
when
Rock.
did you first sneak away or get a chance? Like at a buddy's house? Like when did you
to listen to Chris Rock?
Yeah, because you probably figured it out.
I was around the age of 32 when a
couple weeks ago,
last night. No, it wasn't till I think it was like college. Yeah, I think it was college where I was like, it felt like I was watching porn. Like I felt bad. I was like, I'm about to watch Chris Rock.
My mom told me not to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
To be fair, your parents were down when you were watching it, so that's why I felt. Yeah,
100%.
Your first Chris Rock experience you should be fully erect always.
Well, hey guys, Dr. Phil here, and as we've talked about on the show before, we need to seek out what's right for us in our relationships and not compromise what's important, okay? We need to add value, especially in the bedroom. Wink, wink, sex. So why don't we think the same way about our sex toys? I know in my marriage, I use all sorts of things that aren't even actually approved devices, more just things I find around the house, like a remote, okay, anything that can go inside something or somebody. But Dame Products, D-A-M-E, is a woman-owned sex toy company making the next generation of vulva-tested, vulva-approved vibrators. Founded by a sex educator and an engineering whiz, Dame develops toys with the help of real humans and couples like you, not robots or dolls. They're closing the pleasure gap and helping the world one vulva at a time. We'll be right back. We'll keep it right here. Their vibrators and accessories are made with medical-grade silicone, not that shit you buy on the street, smart design principles, and lots of love, earning glowing press from the New York Times, W Magazine, and many more. Now, whether you're a couple looking for an extra boost where it matters, wink, wink, the clit or the penis, or a journey of self-exploration, they'll try to earn a spot on your nightstand. And I recommend the Ava. It's a couple's vibrator that gives you clitoral stimulation during sex and has flexible wings that tuck under your labia for a snug fit. Fellas, Google what a labia is. And for the best part, Dame offers hassle-free returns with 60 days, not 69 days. That'd be funnier, but at 60 days, that's a better deal for you. If you don't like it, satisfaction is literally guaranteed. So right now, go to dameproducts.com/aboutlastnight for 15% off site-wide. That's About Last Night. Sorry, that's dameproducts.com/aboutlastnight, the show you're listening to, for 15% off all the products, okay? So go start coming.
When you start making videos, is it just, like you said, you're doing what you think is funny, right? You weren't trying to like cater.
Until I started to see that it would offend different people. I used to do things, like Like you don't when you don't have any guideline, you don't know, because you don't know, there's no model for it. So I'm like, oh, let me make fun of a blind person, you know, because I made a video like a blind hitman, right? And
it's really funny.
And I'm just saying, oh, that would be a funny concept. A blind hitman, and he fucks it up, he gets the wrong person. Oh, hilarious. But then, the blind people, you're offending the blind. I never saw it. Maybe edit that out.
Nope, keep that in and turn up the volume.
But it's like, in my mind, that's what it was. It was like this is funny to me. And then, but as you get more,
by the way, let me just say, it doesn't mean that you hate blind people,
right? That
you think blind people should that's what is shitty about the cancel culture and people that get offended about stuff. It's like you basically just were like, this is a unique, funny, different concept to me. I have this ability and wherewithal to, and that's what's great about making videos is like, and when you have that support system, crew, whatever it is to get it done, you go, oh, that would be funny. I would like to see that.
Yeah.
Well, why don't I just fucking make that? And I bet other people would, because you start to connect to the masses and go, it looks like what I think is funny. A lot of people also do.
Right.
So let me do that. But it doesn't mean there's no hatred involved. It's just like, this is a funny, silly premise.
And it's crazy because I grew up being inspired by the Chappelle Show, right? And you know how edgy Chappelle Show was.
Come on, man.
And I'm looking at Chappelle Show, I was like, oh wow, you can do whatever you want. And that's how I kind of like went. I was like, oh, there's nothing off limits. Let me just do whatever. Because
especially with the internet, man. That was a cable, show where even he had, quite a bit of freedom, but on the web even more so. You had nobody telling you can't do that.
Exactly.
Right?
And remember the what's the one where he was blind but he was racist?
Oh, the blind white supremacist, right?
Yeah. So that was one of my favorite things.
Oh, that's one of the most epic sketches. Yeah.
But like you can't even do that now.
Fuck no.
You can't. And in my mind, that's what I grew up on. So when I was making my comedy, that's what I was doing. I was doing that type of comedy.
Yeah.
And then the more followers I got, then the time started to change, and I'm still like, and it's just, so it would get dicey.
And this was YouTube or Vine when you were putting stuff up right away?
Vine.
Gotcha.
Well, YouTube and Vine. Yeah.
So you'd do like 2 to 3 minute things on YouTube, and then okay.
Yeah.
So talk about that going then to Vine popping, and you're like, was that an easier transition or was?
So YouTube videos, I was it was. I would have to spend more time. I'd have to write it out. I'd have to think of the shots. Things like that. Where Vine, I could just film it on my phone. You know what I mean? And it would just go up in 6-second videos. All you have to do is think of like a story in 6 seconds.
For a film school kid, that's probably the shit, right?
Yeah.
You're just like, this is all me. I'm gonna it's all your vision.
Yeah.
Angles, how you want to shoot it. Did that come pretty quickly for you then? As far as like, here's an idea, here's how we're gonna do it.
Just because of going to film school, I studied. All I did was study, directors, Edgar Wright, Tarantino, Spielberg. Man, the list goes on. But I would just look at how they shoot things, and I would try and implement that in the sketches that I was doing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Fuck, dude. Yeah, Vine popped big. I feel like that was almost bigger than YouTube for a minute, as far as like.
It's the thing. YouTube will always be there.
Yeah.
But you'll have the popular, what is it, like the trend.
Yeah.
So it's Vine. Now the trend is TikTok.
Right.
Which YouTube is still YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube is still daddy, but TikTok is the cool kid. You know what I mean? So there will be a time where unless TikTok evolves, that it'll fade away like Vine did.
It's not crazy because nobody thought Vine was going anywhere.
Right. Yeah.
And it's just how things, the ebb and the flow of how things come and go, and something always else comes out to be a little more user friendly. Also, I'm sure just like anything, like with MySpace, it just got not cool after a while.
Yeah, but I think TikTok is smart enough to see the MySpace fall off, the Vine fall off, to know, okay, we need to evolve in order to keep up.
Did you jump on Vine pretty quick? I have a few other comedian buddies that got on it real early, that popped early. Like, did you see it and go, this is going to be a great outlet?
I had no idea what it is.
Yeah.
You know Brittany Furlan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she's married now. So is it Brittany Lee?
Might be, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually how I think got introduced to you, because I knew Brittany because she used to date a comic buddy of mine, and so I'd always see her around. And then she did a couple Vines with me, or I did them with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. She, I did her a favor with my 28 followers and her 10 million or whatever.
Yeah.
But that was so crazy because I was like, whoa.
Because she was the queen of Vine.
She was, right?
Yeah, she ran it. She had. I remember I was at a party, and there was this girl just going around just filming stuff on her phone. Like, what's this fucking girl doing? Like,
Yeah.
get a drink, sit down,
Yeah.
have fun,
Yeah.
dance.
Be present in the moment.
Yeah, and then she, there was like, oh, that's Brittany Furlan. She's huge on Vine, and she had like, she maybe had a couple million followers.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck is Vine? It's like a 6-second videos, and I never heard of it. I felt like the old guys, so I went, I looked at it, I was like, oh shit, introduced, and then we shot some videos together, and then I just started to like find out the system, and I was growing a lot faster than I was on YouTube. So I was like, oh, let me just stick with this. I was getting like 75,000 followers a day.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah. Yeah. It got to the point where, and this is how stand-up is as well. I had a calendar, right? And I would write down what video I shot and how many followers it got me. So I write down, okay, I did a food video, a food comedy Vine video, got me 10,000 followers. I did a sports Vine video, got me 30,000 followers. Oh, I did a relationship video, got me 75,000 followers. And I was like, okay, let me keep doing relationship stuff, And I would write this down every day.
I did a video with some bouncing titties and a cute baby. 2 million followers. How about that? Wow.
Yeah, so it got to the point where it was like a science to me. And
just straight up Goodwill Hunting that shit.
Yeah, bro, it was crazy.
Good for you, man.
And I would just write it down. Like, I wish I still had that. I could probably sell that calendar if I found it.
Sell that shit on eBay, man.
Yeah.
Someone will buy it.
Yeah, but I would just write it, and then
And that proved to help as far as like figuring out like, okay, this is what people are.
Because I didn't know what I was doing back then, and I tried to figure out some kind of system because no one was teaching me how to do it. So I had to like try and remember what I was doing, or I would just keep making videos. And then now that got me into the art of knowing how to create a viral video, and that's when I found out like there are literally specific audiences, just like stand-up, specific audiences where one joke will only work for 10%, but then you find that one joke that works for 90%.
Yeah.
And then you want to try and get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when if you're doing an hour in front of people you don't know, you want to use your best stuff that 90% of the people will relate to.
So that has that kind of shaped your stand-up writing as well too. Then just getting used to doing videos that are for everyone. You're trying to like not isolate the crowd with your...
in a way, but the beauty of stand-up, the art of it is to try and make those specific stories. Because if we do the traffic jokes, if we do the hacky jokes, then it's an easy laugh, but then you can get your jokes stolen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But if you tell your personal stories, then you can't get them stolen.
Stuff to rip off authenticity.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. So the key is to try and figure out for me is my specific story, but still have those relatable elements, those 90% in there. You know what I mean? So
I like that you did that, by the way. Said for me, I'm a big advocate of that when people are just giving their experiences or advice. Because you're at the level where you could be like, dude, this is how it is.
Right. Yeah.
But it's I like that you're like, this is how I've seen it so far from my vantage point. Do you so in the past, like let's say, I don't know, 2 years, do you look at, work as like every year I want to get better, I want to stack the chips more? Do you have like, I've always been impressed by people that have like they're writing down their goals, or they have Post-its up, or a vision board, or a fucking voodoo doll of fucking Will Smith, and being like, fuck, I'm taking that job. Whatever it is that you do to motivate yourself.
I don't, it's gonna sound weird, I don't believe in goals at all, because the whole mental health thing, right?
Yeah.
So you set a goal, say your goal is to reach to here, right? You reach there and you're like, fuck, I'm here, now what? And you got to set another goal, is to reach there. Then you got to reach there and there and there. So what I do is I set my goal so high. So my goal is to be the biggest movie star in the world, right? that way I'm not focused on stressing on doing this and this and this. I just know the big picture. And the main thing for me is just to enjoy the process. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not like, you know, I'm trying to get this movie with Will Smith. I'm trying to get this movie with Denzel. And no, I'm just, you know, let me just enjoy the process, take the baby steps that it needs to take till I get to that point. So yeah.
So you don't have like a certain like by age this I'm gonna have, yeah.
And I used to when I was younger. You know, I would look at, I want to be like Will Smith, and then I would start looking. I want to be like Eddie Murphy. Oh, Eddie Murphy had his he was performing Delirious when he was 22, 21. What was it?
Oh, I want to say 19, but
It was 19?
I think he left SNL.
Oh,
20,
SNL.
19.
Yeah, SNL.
I think it was 19. 21. I think was Delirious.
Delirious,
Yeah.
right? So I was like, wait, what? You look at Eddie's interviews on his late night shows when he's 21. You think that guy is like
Seasoned.
yeah. You think he's
I know.
like
And that's an anomaly. And there's people like that where you're like, all right, I can use that for motivation to like, you know,
Right.
be great, but like
you
I don't
can't
know.
use it as a map.
No.
because then you're like
There's only a few of those people ever.
yeah.
Yeah, that. So Will Smith was a guy you looked up to, yeah, that just kind of had it all. Yeah, because I didn't even know you could fucking rap. And then you, was it See Me Now?
Oh yeah.
Video was so dope.
Thanks.
Fucking, it made me, you know, just wish I could rap so bad. How's it going? You see me
can do
now?
anything you
Run
want.
this town. How's it go? I got the burgers and the drive to fucking fuck that cow. Yeah.
Fuck that
Yeah.
cow. Yeah. We definitely fucked the cow.
Did you?
during this too. Yeah.
Wait, what are the? Did you write the?
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
And that was something you always wanted to do, was just do a big ass production like that.
No. I've been making parody music since like high school, college. Like on my laptop I would just record and just make funny because I was inspired by Weird Al.
Oh, nice.
And then it got to the point where I was just like, yo, I think I could do this for reals.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
You met Snoop?
yeah.
How?
I think where was I? I honestly don't even remember where I met him.
You were that high.
No, I think I met him at his compound shooting something for my network Zeus. And then he did a cameo where we just were like, I think we're touring his compound or something.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to a certain point and it's like those types of people start knowing who you are and want to fuck with you, which has got to be an extra level of like, I've made it. But it's like that can't even really, like, how are you supposed to make that as a goal? Like, do a video with Snoop at his compound, you write that down? Like, I guess, I also, and I agree with that wholeheartedly because I think that the business is so flimsy and there's so much uncertainty that it's like, control what you can control, which is like, you know, taking care of yourself, not being shitty to people, working hard. But it's like, dude, there truly is so much other shit that is that has to go down for things to happen. And I'm sure we both know people that have like put their head down and done all those things, and it's not, they haven't gotten to where they want to be. So it's like, it isn't just an easy blueprint of like, do this, do that.
You got to
good things will happen. It's like, yeah, dude, creating your own opportunities, which you've done 10 times over.
Yeah.
When Vine really takes off and you're seeing a lot of like good movement from that, do you, was there like one, you know, you start, because Brittany used to tell me, she was like, you know, she's like, I got to do this quick thing. Like, you know, Jack in the Box is giving me like 20 grand to fucking do this, or I'm going to go to this movie premiere. And I was like, what the fuck? Was there, when you started kind of get a little cash from it, was there something that you treated yourself to that you were like, man, I always wanted this and I got myself here, so I'm going to buy this? No.
I was never that guy. I think I still am. Like most of the stuff I'm wearing is like
was given to you,
free stuff.
Fuck, see, that's what I'm talking about, dude.
It's like I don't really. I try to live my life how it always was. Like I live like I'm poor.
So you're the same batch that you were.
Yeah,
10
I don't
years
have
ago.
a car. You know, what I spend my money on is food, travel,
experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you a foodie?
Oh yeah.
Big time.
Yeah.
What's
Sushi.
like your?
I love seafood, any type of seafood.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where have you gone somewhere special where that's like where they do it right?
The best food.
Or seafood?
Japan was.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, really good.
And how is it over there? Are they like?
So the friend I went with, she was vegan, and they hated her. But Japan was great, man. You
get recognized over there?
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yeah. But
that's the other thing about these apps and shit. It's like fucking global. So it's like, can you
But
track?
you know what they do is they'll have, everybody just wants followers, right?
Totally.
So what they'll do is they'll take my videos and they'll dub it over in their language.
and then repost
and
them.
they'll repost it, and they'll get like millions of views.
It's a great fucking idea. Dude, hey, subscribe to the Adam Ray King Batch Swedish YouTube page. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, so traveling, food, those are kind of your vices.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then comedy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, do you feel, is it at a point to where you're like, it's a job now, obviously, right? But do you feel like you got the time and, you know, security to kind of like do things when you want to do them now? And obviously jumping into like film and TV now, which is, I got to be honest, man, before I knew you, which has been dope to kick it around the clubs more. I first met you, I think, at Adam Devine's house at his 4th of July party.
Yeah.
But
he's got to bring that back.
Oh yeah, dude. Once things settle down, I'm going to his bachelor party this weekend.
Nice.
So I'll probably maybe come back alive. I don't know. Adam's been drinking since he was 12. When we went on tour,
Yeah.
and I know you've gone on tour with Joe a lot. I don't know how Joe parties, but when I went on tour with Adam, I was like, oh, this is what the liver is truly capable of. When you party with kids that truly from the Midwest that have been pounding away since they were like 10 and 11 and 12 in the basements and just getting fucked because that's what they did. You're like, oh man, I can't hang like this. I started smoking pot when I was like in high school, and like even that it was barely. But when things started to really kick up a notch, it was really cool to be like, oh, you're making the jump. You know what I'm saying? Because doing quick, funny videos on Vine is one thing, and you can show chops. You know, you still, obviously, like the people that were following you and your fan base growing, that's not a mistake. You have to still be good and be delivering and be, you know, connecting with people on a huge platform like that. So that's what I would always see and be like, oh, that, you know what I'm saying? Like there was a handful of people, and I remember there'd be a lot of, you know, industry chatter about like, oh, the people on that are making it, they don't fucking, it's just that. They're only gonna ever be famous on that. I'm sure you felt that, right?
Yeah.
But dude, it was really, it's been cool and impressive to like see you just continue to climb, because even seeing you there, I was like, oh yeah, he's got it. It's funny. He got all the timing, knows what he's doing, the difference in, you know, sketches like every day or every week. Would you feed off that? Like, would people, you know, ever write you and say, good luck doing this? Or did you have reps that wouldn't take you on because they were like, this is kind of going to be where you live? Like, I don't think there's a jump waiting for you.
No. As far as the reps, like once I had, I think it was like 3 million followers on Vine, they were all coming after me.
Yeah.
I think they kind of knew and saw, just because of my YouTube channel, they saw like the capabilities of my acting. And you know, with a lot of you know, influencers may not make it because of I'm trying to not offend anyone.
Well, the proof's in the pudding, right?
Right.
So it's like you can fake it till you make it, and then when you make it, you can't fake it anymore.
It's
Write that down. That's a T-shirt.
I like literally. Like I said before, I went to film school. I studied it. I take it serious. Like acting is the one thing I take serious.
Yes.
Theatrically trained in doing so. So for my transition, it was kind of easy for me just because it was something I was always doing. And people don't know this, but in acting school, you don't study comedy, you do drama.
Yeah.
So, you know, when I'm doing, you know, like Greenland, like people are like, oh shit, I didn't know you can act. Yeah, motherfucker.
You're in Greenland?
Yeah.
I still haven't seen it.
You gotta watch it.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck. I mean, you were dope in was it When We First Met, Devine's movie? Great in that.
Thanks.
And that was a big part. But then even, again, man, in all like the sketches and videos, it's like some are more heightened than others.
Yeah.
But I saw enough grounded ones to where it's like, yeah. And good on you for doing those, because also with that platform, it's like, oh, I gotta show, this is now a chance for me. I mean, dude, there's probably for sure videos that casting people saw, right? That they were oh, cool. Well, bring him in for that.
Yeah.
Or let him do that.
Yeah.
Because we just saw from this 2-minute video that he can do it.
Yeah. And what's even crazier is sometimes people will watch the interviews I do and like, just be that guy you were in the interview.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I might get casted off a movie for this.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Star Wars 8. I don't know. Are there 8 Star Wars? I don't fucking. Are there?
Yeah, I think there are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew you would know that, Ari.
Star Wars is the best.
Are you a big Star
science
Wars guy?
fiction movie of all time.
For real?
And if you think otherwise,
Oh
you
wow.
can get out of this podcast studio right now.
Oh wow.
Are you a Star Wars nerd?
No, I don't really. Is that
I've
with Spock?
Hilarious.
Get out.
Is that what are you doing with your hand, by the
This
way?
is what he do.
Yeah.
That's Star Trek.
The Spock shock.
Oh, Star Trek.
Star Trek,
What
Star
was it?
Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars is Chewbacca, Lando Calrissian, Harrison Ford, Luke Skywalker. Does that ring a bell?
No, John Boyega. Where's that?
Who?
John Boyega. Is that how you say his name? Huh?
Who's John Boyega?
I don't know.
You don't know John Boyega?
No, dude.
Am I saying his name wrong?
You can't just make up people.
Yeah, is this Black
All right,
Star
watch
Wars?
this. It literally is. John Boyega. Look. United Kingdom, 29 years old.
Who is he?
What is he? Yeah, what is he
was
tied
that?
to? What is
Nick,
this?
Star Wars. Star Wars, The Force Awakens.
Who is
Oh,
he?
shit.
Which
Oh,
character
okay.
is he?
Was it one
That's
of
his
the-
real name?
Yeah, John Boyega.
Oh, yeah, he's one of the main dudes.
John
But what's his
Boyega.
character name?
I just
don't
keep
know
yelling
yet.
his name.
Finn.
John Boyega.
He appears.
All right, you're allowed to stay.
Yeah.
You're back in.
Yeah, I knew I was a Star Wars fan.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm just a black fan. He's in a lot of them.
Oh, yeah, dude. I think he did like 3 or 4. I just saw your was it Ruffles commercial the other day?
Oh, really?
With
They're
Anthony
still
Davis?
playing that?
Yeah, man. I don't know where I saw it. Might have been the internet.
Oh, wow.
What was the first thing then? Okay, that once again things were popping off on Vine, where it was just like, hey, come in for this or come do this into film and TV, where you're like, oh, the crossover's beginning.
Yeah, now it's everything's
Now it's bangers. Now it's everything.
yeah, now it's just coming
But
in.
what was the first thing that got you like truly where you're like, oh man, I think I don't have to do as many of these Vines, and now
I did House of Lives was the first TV show I ever did with Don Cheadle.
dope.
And then I did Mindy Project right after that. I think I did maybe 6 episodes of both. And then after that, I think I did, was it Marlon's movie, 50 Shades of Black?
Oh wow.
And that was the movie that people were like, oh, who is this guy? You know? And then I did the movie The Babysitter. And then that one just blew up. And then it was like, all right, here I am.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Now you can consider me an actor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't
Yeah.
that crazy? Because it's like you're doing that in these videos, but it's like, I guess the industry, the world, right, needs enough of things to see to go, all right, we'll accept him as that.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Just so
like
fucked,
that's what
but you got to go through that. Was there like a learning curve for like auditioning, or did you always feel comfy like walking into a room, just being,
No, I was
personable?
always auditioning.
Yeah.
I was always auditioning. And that's what that's another thing that sucks for the influencers. A lot of them aren't used to auditioning. So they'll get in an audition room and then freeze up or not,
Yeah, dude.
So, yeah. It's an art.
It is.
Acting is hard.
Yeah.
Stand-up is hard too. But stand-up is a different type of muscle.
You loving getting back into stand up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stand-up is like, it's like therapy, right?
Totally.
Kind of, you just get to get up there, do your thing.
Dude, even if you're not talking about shit that you need to like get off your chest in a
Yeah.
funny way, there's always a cathartic element where it's like,
Making people laugh.
totally. You're making yourself feel good by making other people feel good. I feel
Yeah.
like a famous porn star said that, but I feel like it's the same shit. Where it's like, dude, I've had days that have just sucked. Or I remember I came off a flight once where I legit was like, this plane's going down. I've been on some turbulent flights. This one, for real, I got my favorite song loaded up that I wanted to die to. Like, I was just like fucking Billy Ocean's Caribbean Queen, then followed by Beyonce's Single Ladies.
Of course.
Some catchy and upbeat to distract me from the flames. And the fact that we landed was it was so crazy. And there was so much I was thinking about. And I had a show that I was going right to, a West Side Comedy Theater. And I was like, so shaken up from it on the whole drive to the show. You'd think like you land, you go, all right, fucking dodge the bullet, like back into life, you know? And I just couldn't shake it. And so I'm at the show, and I was like, I can't not talk about this. You know what I'm saying? It felt fake to just, I guess, skip over what I was feeling and just go into bits I did. And so I kind of talked about it and found all these funny beats. And I wish I had the recording. It was such a long, it was my whole set. So it was like 15 minutes. The story probably was not that long, but I just kept adding things, and then, you know, just enjoyed living in that feeling and just allowing myself to like whatever happened. And then people were asking questions, and it was like just telling this like traumatic story. And there were a lot of things that you realize once you kind of come down from it that were funny about, like the noises people were making from freaking out. I fucking heard people on the phone like trying to, like, the baby that was, you know, a row in front of me that was just so fucking stoic. That was just like, the baby just like, this is how it's supposed to go, man. I've been here for a year. You think I give a fuck? Yeah. Do you like to fly?
I don't mind it. I if I'm doing like a Dubai trip, I'll just make sure I can sleep the whole way. I can literally.
Yeah, but you're probably going private, aren't you?
No.
Yeah,
No.
but you've done that.
Yeah.
Or is that the Amanda Cerny move? The private
to Dubai?
Yeah.
No.
No.
You
Not
don't
even
wanna
she's
fly-
private? No?
I don't think anyone wants to fly private to Dubai.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I hate small planes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I don't. No. I
Did you avoid all the security? How many times are you getting patted down and people were like,
Oh, all the time. But it helps now that we have the mask. Now
oh,
we have
yeah.
the mask, I just
Oh,
get right
wow.
in. But there's sometimes they're like, I'm sorry, you're going to have to pull down your mask. I see it.
What do you do? Just. What do you, yeah. It's me, man. Yeah.
You just got to edit that together first. It's like, Adam and Batch.
When did you start going by King Batch?
That was high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was high school. I used to play sports, and in sports they call you by your last name. My last
Always.
name's Bachelor. But that was too long for them to say, so they said Batch. Because it was just faster. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And then we were in like a history class, and we had to do a presentation, and I'm the only one that like dressed up for the presentation. And the teacher was like, "Oh," and it was about royalty. The teacher was like, "Oh, look at King Batch over there," and I was like, "I think I might take that."
Whoa.
It was like a "That's So Raven" moment, just zoo, zoo, zoo. And I was just
Drink
like,
5 if you're playing the That's So Raven drinking game at home. Anytime Batch references the Raven Simone, I fucking love that show.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Who was that teacher? Can't remember.
No.
Do you go back to high school now, or even college? Like, did these teachers hit you up, or have you gone back to do a walk down memory lane?
Nah, they don't.
Anybody hit you up? Any teacher hit you up when like the first Vine really took off, or like, when things really? No.
I don't know. How would they?
The internet.
Nah, I
Some of
don't.
these teachers on the gram. No. If they're fucking kids, they're on the gram.
Nah, but they don't have. I wouldn't be able to see my DM. I get so many DMs, I wouldn't even be able to see it.
Dude, what a.
I
I
wouldn't-
feel you, man. Me too. Wait, how many a day you think? 100?
It doesn't even show you. It just says 99 plus.
God damn.
That's all it says.
Have you ever just sat back and tried to respond to them all? Or no, it's just too many. You can't.
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah, you can't do it.
What if there's just like, well, I guess if people truly want to get in touch with you, there's ways.
Yeah,
You got
and there have been some people with like 15 million followers that were DMing me, and I didn't even see it till like 3 years later.
Wow. Like, what if fucking, Oreo Cookie was trying to hit you up inside into your DMs?
No,
And they were like, yo,
they better
man.
hit up my agent.
I was going to say, is there, once you get to this point, is there like now, because I'm sure people coming at you, is there a product or food or something where you're like, that is where I will make the exception to really get behind? Because obviously you've been in some, what's cool too is the commercials I've seen are always funny, which I don't know if that's strategic, if you're like, I don't want to be in something and not be able to still be me and show what I can do. Is that a part of it or no?
They reach out to me.
Yeah.
So I think they're just reaching out to like, oh, we need it to be funny. Let's get King Batch.
Totally.
But yeah, it's so cool because they're so like the Jack in the Box one, for
Yeah, it
instance.
was so good.
they let us do our thing. They was like, yo, what do you want to do? They had a call before. We had to do a day where we had a whole shoot day. And they were like, so you think it would be cool if we do this? And I'm like, yeah, if you do this. And it's like a real collaborative thing.
That's
and
how
it
it
makes
should be, man.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Anyone's coming into that. I mean, dude, have your base, have the idea, but like, if you can be open to being like, if you can make this better.
Yeah.
I mean, it does like sometimes when they're just like, when there is no base and they're like, they'll say like a nugget of an idea and then be like, and then, do your thing, make it funny. And they're like, oh, you just want me to do everything.
Yeah.
But if you come in with like somewhat of a game plan.
Yeah, damn, Ruffles. They all just let me like, improv, do the thing.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
How big is your fam?
My family?
Yeah.
Mom, dad, sister.
Yeah.
And then, cousins and crazy people.
I was gonna say
crazy people that pretend they're
that
cousins.
come out of the woodworks, baby.
Hey, what's up, King Yeah, I'm your cousin from North Dakota. Nice house.
I know you were King Batch before you even got that name, man. You're like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah.
How's the fam with it? They from the get go. Is it one of those like we aren't surprised? You were a performer. You were a goofball.
They didn't know I was gonna do it. I don't think my parents didn't even want me to. They told me, "Hey, you can't make it. You're not Will Smith." That's what they said.
My mom said the same shit.
Yeah, you have to be like that. In my mind, I was like, "What?" But Will Smith had to do like what did his
also, I'm
say?
8. Clearly, I don't have the physique he does, Mom.
Yeah, I guess in their mind, it's like the only way you can make it is if you're already famous. And I'm like, well, how do you get famous? I gotta at least try, right?
Yeah.
So they're like, nah, you gotta be a doctor or a lawyer. Yeah.
And then if you get famous from that, you can go into movies. You're like, what? Do you guys even know how this fucking works?
Yeah, it was.
So they wanted you to do that, doctor or lawyer?
Yeah, they wanted me doctor, lawyer, or finance. So I chose finance.
Something with stability, right?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
So I wasted 4 years of my life.
What about that time though? Do you look back and go, all right, that wasn't a total waste? Like,
well, college. I don't think college is for. I might get in trouble. I don't think college is for the education. I think college is for the experience.
1,000% agree. 1,000% agree.
You know what I mean? It's
don't skate. I mean, you should have some sort of work ethic.
Yeah.
So that you can take that and build on it when you enter the real world. But yeah, dude, I was always like, if I have to stay up later to cram on something.
Exactly.
Because I got invited to a fucking Laker game last minute with a couple kids that I know that never kick it. Like I got to go do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I feel about it. I mean, I learned a lot, just responsibilities, dealing with people. Because when you're in high school, you do something wrong, they send you to the principal's office. In college, you do something wrong, they could kill you. Like it's like, you know what I mean? You're in the real world. There's no one to save you.
Oh yeah.
You go to jail. You know what I mean? So
were you making videos in college?
Towards the end of it,
Yeah.
I was. But
that's right.
But yeah, it was
So then was there something that happened where the fam finally goes, all right, I guess you.
No, so the only way I was able to move out to LA was to go to school. So I had to say, yo, I'm going to New York Film Academy. So, but I did New York Film Academy out here in LA.
Oh shit.
So I was out here doing an MFA, getting my master's. That I had to trick them, or else I wouldn't be able to come out here.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Did you confide in anybody about that?
No.
No. You just fucking, yeah.
I just did it.
What does your sister do?
She manages me now.
No shit.
Yeah. She used to be an accountant.
Whoa.
And I was like, you want to make more money?
Yeah. Wow, dude. Was she all in?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are tight.
Yeah, because she was like waking up at 5 a.m. to drive 2 hours to go to work. And yeah. Now she just wakes up 5 a.m. and she still drives 2 hours. But it's like, oh, wow. Maybe she should go back to accounting.
Dude. And then when did you, so doing the road with Jo Koy
Yeah.
was like a big learning experience, right? Like
Yeah,
that was,
yeah.
I mean, for getting shows of that magnitude, like going back to you talking about seeing Eddie Murphy and doing huge crowds.
Yeah, so that was a crazy thing because, you know, when you're just starting stand-up, you got, you know, a restaurant show and maybe a mic here, open mics in the hotel lobbies of places, TGI Fridays. I perform everywhere when I first started.
You did a show at TGI Fridays?
Yeah, it was me, who did I start? Justin Hires.
Oh yeah, dude.
Tony Baker, Kanisha Bus. It was a whole bunch of us, man. We were hitting like six mics a night.
I love that.
Like just everywhere. Just
Where
going.
was the setup at the TGI Fridays? In like the front entrance?
No, it was at the outdoor in the back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was cool.
What would you call it? Like,
it's a
we going to
bar-
Fridays? Like, what was the show? You know how you the same
So
way you,
it was a website called Bad Slava. I don't know if it's still around.
I know there was like Chuckle Monkey for a minute. Was like the site that had all the shows on it.
Yeah. So this one was called Bad Slava, and it would have all the open mics. So you just have to get there, sign up, pay $5, whatever it was, and then you get 3 to 5 minutes or whatever. I can't remember.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were just doing that. So I'm doing shows like that in front of 20 people, 30 people.
Grinding it
max,
out. Yeah.
You know, max. And then normal is 5 to 10 people. You know? I remember doing stand up in Palm Beach in like weirder spots, like where the stage, like the seats are here and the stage is literally up there, like on like a counter. So I was walking on the counter telling jokes. Yeah, it was crazy. So that's where I came from, doing that. And
But enjoying all that, yeah.
Enjoying all of it.
Because you know that this is just a part of the grind that everybody has to go through.
I had no idea. I was just doing it because I loved it. I had no idea. It wasn't until I moved out to LA where they're like, yo, if you get discovered on here, you get a sitcom. I was like, oh, I should take this serious. But so I'm doing like little shows like that. And then I go to Joe's show at the, I think it was the Irvine Improv.
Yeah.
And it was like, I think that seats like 500 or something like that, 500 seater. And I just went to meet him, you know? And then he's like, yo, you want to go up there and do 5 minutes? I was like, no, I do not. And he's like, come on, just go, do 5 minutes. And I was like, damn it.
And this packed house, 600 plus.
Yeah. And I'm just like, oh, man. And I went out there, I did it, and it was fun. And I realized, like, with the more people, the laughter is just way louder. And I got addicted to it.
Yeah.
So he's like, yo, you should come on the road with me. And I'm like, yo, I'm down. So I went on the road with him for 3 years.
Wow, dude.
And then
And that's a fan base.
yes.
I mean, dedicated.
And I watched him go from the 600 is still a lot, but I watched him go from that. So now he's doing arenas.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's selling out 10, 20,000 arenas. You know what I mean? So I watched that whole process happen. And it's crazy. He just grinded so hard.
And the offstage grind you probably saw from him, which is, I mean, dude, he used to be at the Laugh Factory. I used to go to just shows by myself, and he would be outside after every show. He would crush. I mean, it'd be him, Dane, Harlan Williams, I think Jamie Kennedy, Dom Herrera, and Joe would crush. It was the best set of the night. You know, Dane was on top of the world, would crush, but Joe would just dealing with some of the unknown factor too, or just lesser,
You're right.
not as on the level Dane was at. So would crush even harder because it was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
And then he'd be outside giving out DVDs
Yeah.
or CDs and shit. And I was like, wow, this is like, again, you're just like, is that what I got to do? You're maybe not exactly that, like, but that hustle is, you can't teach that.
Yeah, you can't. And it's like, you know, he last night I did a show there and Joe came through.
Oh, dope.
He's still hustling.
Wow, dude.
And you know, he's got his special that he's shooting in next year. And you know, he's getting it done.
You gonna go on the road again with him?
Oh, I'm on the road with him. Yeah. Yeah.
Damn, dude. You have a favorite city to perform in?
Favorite city. I love New Jersey when I did my tour.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where do you feel like the biggest Batch fans are? Do you have a nickname for your fans, by the way? You know, like Bieber's got the Believer. Is it Believers or
Believers?
Believers? Yeah.
Yeah. He was like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Why am I asking
I'm
the
30.
Star Wars nerd? You know, I've got the Rabies, the Adam Rabies.
No. Rabies.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
No, I was one episode. I was like, should be the Adam, the Rabies, or the Ray. Somebody said the Ray Guns or the Rays of Sunshine. What do you think?
The rapies.
Oh.
All right, that's at Ari Manis on Twitter and Instagram.
I used to I would think about I would think about it, and then I saw, can't remember what I saw, but someone was like making fun of YouTubers, and they were making fun of the whole element of them having nicknames for their fans.
Hilarious.
What's up, Pod Squad?
Yeah.
Like there was a vlogger. What's up, Pod Squad? Yeah, I'm here at Comic-Con having a good. And I was like, all right, I'll never do that.
Oh man. Yeah. Wait, did you go to those like VidCon and all that?
Yeah, I went to VidCon.
I mean, closest thing you felt to being a Beatle.
Yeah.
I've seen videos of that shit. Fucking
It's crazy.
bonkers.
Yeah, I went to Vine was crazy back in the day. I remember going to the beach, Santa Monica Beach, and we did like a meet and greet or whatever. And I was leaving, I went in the car, and I have this on video. We're leaving, the kids are running down the car. They're just running. Like you just see like hundreds of kids just chasing the car down.
Fuck.
I saw one kid fall, roll, and get trampled down like fucking Lion King. And
He's like, Batch on the beach, Batch on the beach. Just fucking getting trampled.
Yeah, just trampled. And we drove off. I was like, oh shit. And the kids I were with, they didn't give a fuck. Well, I was like, yo, they're dying out there. Like
Just
yeah.
because I was at the beach.
Yeah.
They're losing their fucking mind.
Losing their mind.
Dude, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But then you go speak at these VidCon things, right? Don't they have like
No, I never
panels and stuff?
Yeah,
No?
I was never
Just show up and walk through, let people touch you,
yeah,
get their moment.
I'm here.
Dude, for real, man. Again, like some of these clips I've seen from those things, people just want to be. I mean, dude, my nieces are just turned 12, and it's like they're. I mean, fucking. And my nephew 7 is obsessed with this kid. What's the kid that opens up toys and makes millions
yeah,
of
I know what
dollars?
you're talking about. Yeah.
I think is it Andrew something? I don't fucking. I'm glad I don't know his full name because the kid makes millions of dollars just from being like, oh, fucking a bouncy ball.
Right.
Hey, I wonder if it bounces. You're
Right.
like, fuck
It's
you,
gonna
dude.
bounce.
It's gonna bounce, dude. It's called a fucking bouncy ball. All right, I want to close this out with a quick 10-question questionnaire
Okay.
to get to know King Batch a little bit more.
Let's get it. Can I put my glasses on for this?
Please. R.I.P. James Lipton, Inside the Actor Studio, one of my fave shows. You no doubt would have been on there at some point. So let's get into it with the way he closed that show out, closing this one out. King Batch here, Vine, YouTube, film and television. Batch, what is your favorite word?
Titties.
Mine too. What is your least favorite? Wait, what is your second favorite word to describe titties, but isn't the word titties?
Breastises.
Perfect.
Why? Is titties censored?
No, titties is great. I'm just always curious what other words people use to describe breasts. Boobies, jubaloos,
I think boobies is more for white people.
fumbly bumblies.
Fumbly bumblies. Fumbly bumblies. I should have done the whole interview with my shades on. I look cool like a motherfucker, don't I? All right, can we start from the beginning? What's up, y'all? I'm King Batch. Yeah, Canada, motherfucker.
Poutine. There was a kid in my high school named Jonathan Stevens who called. We're hanging out with our buddies' older brothers who was seniors, and we were freshmen in high school, and they were talking about some girl and how well equipped she was in the chest region. And he goes, and everyone's like, yeah, man, fucking big old titties, whatever. And then our buddy Jonathan goes, yeah, she had some fucking sweet ass tweeters.
Tweeters.
And everyone just goes, what? And we looked at him like, we're going to fucking never be able to hang out with these older classmen again. And they started making fun of him so hard.
Oh,
and to this day, we see him and we're just like, oh my God, John, you see those tweeters walking down the street? And he's like, yeah, really, really fucking funny. Yeah,
That's
fuck
funny.
you guys. All right. Batch, what is your least favorite word?
Can't say it here on the air. I'll get canceled.
First letter of it.
What's the first letter?
P.
Perfect.
Pinocchio.
From now on, I will always refer to it as Pinocchio. Batch, what turns you on? Doesn't have to be sexual, but it can be.
Pinocchio.
What turns you off?
Pinocchio. His nose too long.
What is your favorite curse word? You know what? Send me an email. This is taking too fucking long. I'll give you some examples. Shit, fuck, cocksucker, buttfucker, motherfucker.
Wait, go back one.
Buttfucker.
Yes, you butt fucker.
What sound or noise do you love?
What sound?
What sound or noise do you love?
The fuck is a sounded noise?
What sound or noise?
Oh.
I also didn't know what you were saying. I was like, what?
I need to articulate clearly.
What
sound
accent are you doing? What?
This is James Lipton.
Oh, okay.
He had a beard. He moved really slow. What sound or noise do you love?
Oh, sound or noise. When we open this up,
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. Can we do that one more time?
Yeah. All right, you mind grabbing one more can for us?
Sure. We just want to, let's just waste cans. Here.
Well, I love the noise, the sound.
You want to do the honors?
Yeah, it's just like ASMR. Here we go, y'all. Listen how fresh it is.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's what it's
I
about.
love it. Yep.
I fucked up.
Still sounded kind of good.
I think it sounded good. No, you still got it.
Oh.
Right? Oh my God. That is a great sound, man.
It's fresh.
It is fresh. By the way, that was it ASMR?
ASMR.
Yeah, dude. That's a real fetish. That's a real category.
That's why I like listening to podcasts. Because when they got these mics.
Oh yeah, dude. What do you think is the most side question? What do you think is the most popular ASMR like sound? People
The food.
People eating chips.
Yeah.
Eating Cool Whip.
Yeah.
Smacking their tongues for
And
peanut butter.
I like when those girls be whispering.
Yeah, you like that.
I like that. Maybe it's sexual.
It is.
Yeah, is that why?
Yeah, for sure.
Damn.
Yeah. Batch, what sound or noise do you hate?
Do I hate? A lot of people don't like the on a chalkboard. I don't mind it. What I do hate is a car accident noise.
Yeah, dude.
You ever been in a car accident?
Oh yeah. Yeah, dude. There's nothing. Yeah, the screech, the build up to it, afterwards, the screams.
The screams.
Yeah,
Wait,
sometimes
what?
people are fucking just
what?
yeah.
What? I just been in fender benders. What you been dealing with?
Oh, dude, I remember I once got slammed into. I slowed down at a light on La Brea and just look in the rearview mirror and see a car flying in a 40 mile per hour, probably coming at me at like 65. And I literally just am like, went to shock, grabbed the steering wheel, was just like, all right, I'm about to hopefully not go through the windshield, but for sure. I mean,
you didn't
all
have your
this
seatbelt on?
Oh yeah, split second, hits me, fucking that real hard, face fucking hit the thing, and all the glass shattered, and then I opened my eyes and like, I'm not dead. Although part of me thought I was dead, and so I'm just like, well, let me get out, like, let me just do stuff. So I'm like, undo my seatbelt.
Let me do stuff.
Get out. Let me grab like my chapstick and some shit. I get out of the car, and there's a homeless dude at the bus stop. I'll never forget this. I look up, and I say, holy shit. And I look up, and he's just scratching his dick, and he goes, man, you got fucked up. And I was like, all right, I think that's real life. I think that's like, but that was crazy. And then people pull over and start screaming, like, holy shit, you know, and
Yeah.
But I'm glad I didn't die, you know?
My accident was the same way. It wasn't going 45 miles per hour, but weirdly enough, I'm driving down. The car in front of me stops, comes to a complete stop. I stop right behind it, but I know like my driving is 10 out of 10, so I hit my brakes nicely, right? I know no one's gonna be as perfect as me. I look back, this big ass truck coming in. He looked like he didn't even think about touching the brakes. He just said, we gonna do this. We gonna do this, motherfucker. Boom! Hits my shit. Airbags didn't go off.
No.
And then I'm like, what the fuck is happening? I look over like this. It was a homeless man just jaywalking. Didn't even care. Didn't even care that we got in an accident. Just looked like this and then walked away.
Holy shit.
And you know what's crazy is
maybe he was on something. He just thought he was dreaming.
I don't know.
Or just he sees that all the time. Or just not face.
No,
He's
he
seen worse
caused the
shit.
accident.
Oh, he caused the accident.
Yeah, she tried not to hit. She tried not to hit him.
Gotcha. Oh, fuck,
Yeah,
dude.
And then some guy hit me up. He was at the Laugh Factory, and he goes, "Yo, man, I drove by. I saw that accident you got into." And I was like, "You didn't think about stopping to help?"
God,
like no
dude.
one. Yeah,
It's like, I got video of it, man. Do you mind tagging me or reposting it, man? I tagged you in it.
yeah.
Holy shit. Yeah, it's LA. You definitely, I mean, you're smart to not be in control of it because it's,
Yeah.
I've become way more defensive just being out here. And,
I used to ride a motorcycle.
what? Why did that shut down?
Oh, I didn't want to die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got hit by a Prius.
And that was a wrap. Yeah, I feel like if you get hit by a Prius and you live to tell about it, first of all, you shouldn't tell about it. Take that shit to the grave.
Right.
But-
It was a truck.
Yeah.
It was a truck. It looked like a
Yeah,
Prius.
with some big old tweeters dingling on the back. What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
No,
Nothing.
I believe in manifestation. If I say it, it might come true.
Gotcha. I love that. Great answer. What profession would you not like to do?
Everything else but acting and stand up.
If heaven exists, Batch, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
My nigga.
Dude,
You made it.
best answer. King Batch, Andrew. Who calls you Andrew anymore?
The girls that I don't want to. Everyone calls you Batch. I don't want to call you Batch.
I'm gonna call you Andrew.
Andrew.
Like, I feel like I know you now, so I wanna like I've been to your shows. Like, you're. Can I call you Andy?
Yeah, and they think they're the only one. It's like, I go through this all the time. Like, I want to be different.
Oh,
Well,
my
bitch, you
God.
the same.
Ari says that same shit. He's like, just call me AM. Ari Manis. Batch, you're the man, dude.
Appreciate you.
Fun as shit. Congrats on all the success, which I just feel like, you're just like, turning the page. Don't you feel like that?
Yeah, I mean, like I said before,
You're just enjoying it, man.
enjoying it.
Taking things as they come. Stand-up special, you think, in the next couple years? 5 years? Maybe? Look at that, dude. Look at that. Keeping the cards close to the vest. Right below the tweeters.
Right below the tweeters.
All right, Play. I appreciate you.
All right.
Zoa. Thanks, Rock. Guys, Adam Ray here for the About Last Night podcast. Hope you enjoyed that episode. It was a good one. A lot of laughs, a lot of tears, a lot of stuff to think about and chew on, huh? Because that's what life's all about. Chewing on the good stuff. Nobody said that. Maybe Denzel did. Maybe Tom Hanks did. Maybe they said it together in Philadelphia. The point is, click subscribe right here on the ALN logo so you can get more episodes and stay up to date when new content drops. Highlights, animations, clips. It's all here for you, baby. I'll see you next time. Whoop, I don't know how to blink.